Hey everyone, this is Amy with Pretty Presets, and I am going to do a short video right now to show you how to use some of the presets and brushes in our new set, Enchanted Garden. Hopefully you've purchased it and you've had a chance to kind of look through it, get familiar with the presets. I have to say this is probably my favorite preset collection that's come out to date because these presets do a great job of fixing skin tones, and with some of the white balance fixes down here, the two white balance fixes, and then the white balance temp cool and the temp warmth, I love those. They really just it's like putting the cap on something great. And then we've got the brushes as well. So we're going to do what I normally do for any kind of face edit. This is one of my seniors, and if you've been, oops, kind of went off the rail there, going to just get rid of that and do it again. If you've been watching what I've been doing and sharing when it comes to editing with the brushes and on faces, I go through the eyelashes and the eyebrows with a clarity brush. I'm going to click new up here, and I'm going to choose a new brush, which is going to be Eyes Sharpen. I'm going to run that over the eyes, see the difference that makes just in doing that. Okay, then we're going to click new again and choose Skin Smooth. You always want to click on new between every brush change. And this time we're going to, I'm not trying to hurry through this, but this isn't going to be like the final edit that I give to my client, but I do want to make sure that I have enough time that you're able to watch the entire edit here, but you're also not sitting here for half an hour. I know that my videos tend to be a little long because I just sit here and talk to you. So I just go over everything like that, and then I'll try to move down. That didn't really move anything. I try to move it down to here and do the neck as well because we can see that. And then I'm going to move the clarity because that's what really helps in smoothing the skin. I'm going to move that down so she's just got this nice soft skin look. Now I'm going to come over here to my presets. And what I like to do is just kind of go through here and see which ones are going to really stand out to me. Now what you can see is, look at her skin, look at the color of her skin right now, how it does look a little bit warm, not super warm, but then come over here and you'll see that the presets surprisingly are adding kind of a red look to her skin. So I don't want to have her looking red, obviously. Pretty Spring seems to be doing a nice job on that. So I'm going to choose Pretty Spring. I like the look that that's giving back here, and it's not making her too red. Now, if I want to adjust the white balance after I've applied a preset, then I can come down here and I can play with these a little bit. That's exactly what these are for right here. So I can choose this. Let's see what this is going to do. I like that. I think it's a little bit too warm. I think that's just a little bit too much. Let's see. The temp cool, that just keeps it cool, and we don't want that. I like that. I think that's a nice subtle change right there. So we're going to stick with that. I'm not going to put a vignette on here just because this is such a tight up close shot. I'm not going to worry about doing a vignette. I have been adding a vignette to some of my other pictures with this collection because it's such a nice subtle vignette, but for this one I'm not going to add that. So I am going to come over here now to my brushes, and I'm going to choose a couple different brushes to work on this photo. I am going to add color boost. I love this brush. We've got all of this yellow back here. Let's see what that is going to do to this brush. Now with this brush, I'm finding I don't have to be like I can go around her hairline like this and that's going to be okay. So I like this. It doesn't make the yellow kind of crazy, and it just keeps it at a nice, makes it pop a little bit, adds a little bit of drama to it. I like it. Makes it blend in really well with the background. Good. Okay, that didn't take very long at all, right? And if I went into the hair a little bit, I'm sure I did. We can click on this little box right here, and that will show us exactly where we went with the brush. So if you ever need to know, if you ever go, oh, did I get everywhere? Just click on this box right here, and that will show you all the areas that you went over with your brush. Like, see, I got a little bit in her hair, but I don't think that's a big deal. I'm not going to worry about it right now. So you want to make sure that you unclick it when you're done looking, because sometimes you'll forget why that red is there. You'll forget how to get it off. So you'll just want to unclick that box right there. Now I'm going to close this. It's the only brush I'm going to use right now. And I'm going to come back over here because I thought that these brushes were a little too warm at first. And as I have had time to just look at I'm not seeing much of a change with these two. I'm going to keep it right there because I think now that I changed the background a little bit, I kind of like her face a little bit warmed up. So that's it right there. So let's see the beginning of the before shot and the after shot. Is it going to let me do that on this one? It may not. I've been playing around with these. This is how it was edited before I did the white balance fix 1. It looked like this, and this is what it looks like after. But I don't know if I can get it to go back to the before shot because I kind of played around with these and made virtual copies and all that. So this is the edit without the white balance fix 1. So actually what we'll do, we'll go to this one and we will we'll do that. Now we click on this. There we go. So that shows them together side by side. Huge difference. And it didn't take me very long. It took me longer because I'm talking. But if I were to just sit here and do this without talking, it wouldn't have taken me more than a few minutes to do that edit. And then what's great is you can go through and then you can batch edit, and you will have to do your brushes on each time, but such a simple edit and amazing what it did for the skin tone here, and just the colors in the picture are just amazing to me. I'm loving this set. So hope you learned something new and how to use the brushes with this set. I'm going to do another picture. I think I'm going to go ahead and let's keep it in this same video because I don't think this video was too long. So let's click on over here. So this is the straight out of camera shot, and we're going to get it to look like this right here. This is what we want it to look like. Okay. So let's click on this right here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to straighten this. Okay. Straighten it using this line right back here. Okay, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to sharpen eyes. I like doing all of the brushwork for the face first because I feel like it's like putting makeup on. And I said this in another video that I haven't put out yet, but I feel like when you are changing somebody's face, when you're, moving things around on their face, you're smushing the pixels around and everything. So when you do that with a clean face, I think it looks better. When you do it after a preset has been added on, you're mixing color in with smushing all those pixels around. And I just feel like everything looks better if you do the smoothing of the skin and do all of that as your very first thing. I cannot stress that enough. You don't have to do it as your very first thing. I personally, though, think that it looks best as your very first thing. I've tried it before, like sometimes like, oh no, I forgot to do all my skin smoothing and all that. I'll have to do it after because I'm not going to undo everything that I just did. And it never ceases to amaze me that it always looks so much better when I do it before anything else. I think also the reason why I love it is because it gives me a true idea of what the preset is going to look like, because I can go, oh yeah, I totally love that because her face is already taken care of. I'm not going to smooth out the little girl's face. I hardly ever do for children unless they need it just a little bit even out. But if I do, there's a different brush for that. I'll go ahead and show you what that brush is for. Hold on a second. I want to smooth mom's face a little bit more. So if you forgot and you want to change it, see how I came back in, I found the dot for skin smoothing, I clicked on it, and then I came over here and I just brought it back down. Okay, so that's how you can go back in and you can change it. So I'm going in now and I am looking for skin tone and even. This one I find works better on children because they don't really have the blemishes or anything. So we're not looking to fix their skin up like we do adult skin. We're just looking to kind of even it out a little bit, right? I just think you don't want to get into that practice of giving children a smoothness that they didn't really have before. So, okay. So we're done with their faces. Now we can go over and we're going to look at presets. So I always look up here at the screen and go, okay, yeah, I like that one. I don't really like that one for this photo. And I love the black and whites in this set. But for this particular photo, because we've got these greens and these yellows and this little touch of color here, I definitely want to do a color photo. I really like that. Daffodil has been one of my favorites in this set so far. I like that. I like that. I think I like a lot of these here. Peacock I really like. pretty spring. Again, I like that. This seems to have a little bit of pink with her, so I'm probably going to look for something different. Let's go with daffodil. And let's go down here. See how she's got some of that pink on her? Little one doesn't here, but mom does. So we're going to go down here and we're going to let's fix our white balance. We can choose this one or we can choose this one. I think this one right here is better. And let's kind of add a little bit of warmth into the image because I still see a little bit of pink here on her. And let's do this. Oh, I like that. That I love. Okay, and now let's do, remember I had talked about how I like the vignettes in here, and I usually am not a vignette person. And this is the vignette 2, and I like that one too. I'm going to stick with this one, with just the first one. Okay, so I've got all my presets done. I really like that. Now I'm going to go over to my brushes again, and I'm going to come down here, and I already have an idea of what I'm going to do because we have those colors there, and they are just so vibrant in the back there. Let's do, where's the color boost? Let's do color boost. I love this brush because if you've got colors back there, you just run this over it and it's going to make those colors stand out. But you see how there's 2 different tones of green here? I'm only going to run this one over the top green and the yellow that's right here. There we go. Okay, remember we can use this tool down here. Okay, it looks like I got it all. Okay, good. Now there's another brush that I want to run on the bottom part. So let's go choose another one. Another aspect of these brushes that I really do like is that you can add haze and you get to be in charge of the haze that's being added. You can do a warm haze or pink or creamy or a cool haze if you like more of the cooler temps. You can lighten a matte effect, which I think is going to appeal to many of you. You can balance pink on faces. Remember before we warmed her up and she was a little pink? You could take this brush here and then just run it over her face and bam, take the pink away. For the bottom part here of the green, I want to enhance those greens. So we're going to go right through here. I like that. Do you see how it's changing the green? Now watch, when I go over her hair, it is not making her hair green because it's not already green. So this is simply changing what is green, was already green, and just making it a prettier green. I love this tonal green. I think it's such a pretty spring green. We're going to leave those flowers just the color that they are. Let's see if we got our whole area, and we'll just get the corner over here a little bit and then this corner over here a little bit. Okay, and let's see, did we do that area up there? I think we may have gone a little bit over our, no, maybe we didn't. Okay, we're good then. Okay, so we're going to close this brush out and we're going to do just a couple last minute things. I always like to go down here. We're going to just add this in here Sharpen it up just a little bit more. I always sharpen it up a little bit more in Lightroom because I do not sharpen when I export. If you do sharpen when you export, don't sharpen it anymore in Lightroom. And then I'm going to click on Enable Profile Corrections because your lens, some lenses automatically will add a bit of a vignette to a photo, and we want to get rid of that so that we have complete control. So you just click on this, and then if you saw, that gets rid of that. I'll show you what happens. That's what it looked like with, and we took that out. And so we still have our vignette in here as well. So there you go. That's it. We're done. This is a photo that I would be delighted to turn over to this mom right now. Like I said, I can't stop singing the praises of this new set, and I would hurry and go get it. It will continue to be on sale for $29 until tomorrow evening. So go out and get it. You will never find this set for this price again. When we introduce a set, that is going to be the cheapest time that you will ever find it. So, if that means foregoing pizza night this Friday or whatever you need to do to find that $29, then make sure you do it because it will completely be worth it. So thank you, and I hope that you learned something wonderful and great, and you can go out and make your pictures pretty.